list of names you've worked with is really like a who's who of the great actors of our age. You yourself are also an actor. Has that influenced how you deal with actors on set?
Well, I never really think of myself as an actor. I never really liked it. I didn't enjoy it. But it was influential because for 2 years I studied theater. Every day I was at this, actors workshop every day. And I think that period was a very informative period because not that I was looking to become a director, but you begin to understand the problems you face with all of the mechanics that have to go into acting. And at the end of the day, you got to get rid of the mechanics because you can't. It needs to feel spontaneous. So I think the understanding and the background of that was helpful in terms of directing. It was certainly helpful in terms of writing.
Obviously, Rain Man was an enormous success. I know it took some time to kind of take off, but when you were making it, did you have a sense this is something special?
No. To say, did I like what we were doing? Yes. Did I think it was interesting in many, many ways? Absolutely. But you don't know, you never know with a film how it's going to be received and what will be its afterlife. So 30 years later almost, the film still, survives in a way and has a relevance to other generations. But to say that I thought this would be, you never know that.
And what about observing Dustin Hoffman at such close quarters when he was performing so incredibly in that role?
Well, he was doing a character we hadn't seen. And I think it fascinated the audience. And once he got comfortable in it, we were able to, and that applies to Tom as well, we were able to play around a lot. And so we can take the script, but we can also improvise past it. And out of that, a lot of unexpected moments came about for both actors. And I think that helped inform the film greatly.
Maybe it's a kind of silly question, but what's the feeling? You're at the Oscars, they open the envelope, and out comes your name or the name of your film.
To be honest with you, when they were reading out the directors' names, and all I kept thinking is, please don't call my name. Please don't call my name. The idea of getting up on the stage was one of the frightening moments that happened to me when I went, oh my God, don't call my name. I know it's a rather crazy kind of, comment to make, but that was what flashed, momentarily. The idea of, look, I love making movies. I love the process and all of that, but sometimes the attention I'm not comfortable with. It's not something that I feel at home with. Oh yeah, getting a special attention. That's the thing that's always troubled me. And I tried to stay away from the spotlight in that regard. I just like doing the work. That's what really excites me the most. Ideas and how to develop it, and how to develop characters, and trying and experimenting. And when you're making a movies, seeing what else you can get out of it. The whole process to me is the best part.
You're receiving Carlo Vivari's Crystal Globe Award for Outstanding Artistic Contribution to World Cinema. What's your response to getting that award?
I mean, it's thrilling, and it surprises me because I never imagined any of this. I've spoken to filmmakers, and they've always dreamed of becoming a director, but I never entered my mind. I didn't. Growing up there, you didn't even know, who did movies, how they got made. You didn't know any of that, And as it turned out, my father had an appliance store, and he had televisions. And I used to see a lot of television, and I was ill for a number of years, and I was in the hospital, and I would see, the television would be on, and I'd watch, bits and pieces of various things. And As it turned out, then I ended up at a university, and I began to basically get interested in the radio and television department, mainly because I thought it was easier than all of those other subjects that seem far more complicated. And so I began to gravitate that, and then I started working in local television and news departments and all of that, and all of a sudden it just kept, going along that course, an unexpected course, but ultimately one that's been very rewarding. I mean, I've enjoyed it, and I think to tell stories and to hold someone else's attention, whether it be one individual or whether it be hundreds or whatever, or millions or etc., is a very gratifying experience.